Howdy everyone, it's me once again, the one and only Killerrodan. So here's another video for Dragon Age. And yes, of course, I will post a link down below for my second account where I'll be talking about movies and such. And yes, of course, I'll be talking about all the stuff like that. And yes, of course, I'll post a link for it in the description box below with the Air Force if you want to see some video game stuff anyway. So let's just get into it, shall we? So crazy shit and everything. Oh yeah, here we go.
Hello again, Warden. It is good that you came to speak with me. First, let me say that I knew your family. Eleanor, in particular, was dear to me, and what Hal did was unforgivable. How fitting he died at your hands. I will be blunt. I can see that your voice will be a strong one in days to come. It is to you that Eamon listens, and with good reason. My father must be stopped, but once that is done, Ferelden will need a ruler. I would welcome your support for my throne.
Yes, it's gonna be pretty dialogue heavy as I might expect. I mean, it doesn't bother me really, but
That
whatever.
is exactly what I am proposing. When the time comes, you support my bid in the Landsmeet to remain on the throne. You will be seen as my father's enemy, yet you will be in support of his daughter. You will be seen as supporting the interests of Ferelden, as opposed to solely those of the Grey Wardens. In return, I add my voice to yours. Do you see? Together we can do what alone we cannot.
Alright, of course, thanks for anybody for tuning in. I know these videos can be pretty lengthy. I'm just trying to make sure I just do as much as I can when it comes to these type of videos, of course. I'm just trying to cram as much as I could so I can just get them out the way, so to speak, I guess.
Do you disagree? You are a fellow Grey Warden. What do you think of Alistair's potential to rule? Never mind his willingness.
Then let's just continue onward with this shit. It's crazy. It's pretty fucking crazy. And that's perfectly okay with me. I don't mind crazy. Oh yeah, I don't mind crazy at all. Oh, definitely. So let's just continue onward, I suppose. Oh yeah.
For years, I have ruled this kingdom as Kaelin's queen. As much as they loved Kaelin, all of the Banon knew this to be so. Kaelin was a good man, but what is needed now is not another good man, but a good ruler. I sent Alina here not solely because I thought I needed help, but because I saw an opportunity for us both. What say you then? Your support for mine in the Landsmeet?
Okay, so there's that, I reckon. Sure, whatever.
He is my father, as well as a great general, who has served his nation well until now. If there is a way for him to live, I would prefer it.
Yada yada yada, so on and so forth. Whatever, I reckon. Whatever, I suppose. So anyway, let's just continue, shall we? Oh, definitely. With more craziness.
I will always be my father's daughter, but even I know he must pay for his crimes. It will not make me glad, even so. Does that affect your decision? Can we yet come to an arrangement?
Whatever, mate. Whatever, I suppose. Yeah. As you wish, lady. As you wish. Oh, definitely. Woohoo! Yeah.
Once I am queen, I will be in a position to grant you whatever you wish. And I shall. This is in addition to Highever being properly restored to you. That should go without saying, I trust. Alistair might promise you the same, I suppose. But I would ask which is better. The gratitude of a weak king, or of a strong queen. And even if it is not for you, think of what I could do for the Grey Wardens. Think of what I could do for your companions. I trust I have made my point.
Yeah, sure. Right.
That is good to hear.
Okay.
So, we have a deal, Warden.
Okay.
I trust you'll keep your end of the bargain.
Sure, as you wish.
Now, I suppose, comes the task of dealing with my father. That will be no small feat, of course, but I am certain you already know this. I imagine you have much to do. Is there anything else you needed from me?
Alright, whatever, mate. Whatever.
No.
Sure. Yeah.
And while I know your concern is hardly disinterested, still...
Of course, I honestly think that the voice acting isn't too bad, though.
Is there
not
something you
too
wish to
shabby.
discuss?
Yeah, it's just a game, but still, though.
Ask me whatever you like.
Just because it's a game does not mean you can't have good acting. Voice acting, I mean. Sure. I think so, definitely.
Do you want me to try my luck at fortune-telling? There was an old woman who read palms in the village of Gwarren when I was a child. She told me that I would have 10 children and be bald as a winter heath when I grew up. I can't say I put much faith in foretelling. What will happen depends much on you, Warden. But you certainly knew that already.
Alright then, let's just continue. Oh yeah.
Well, he was once a farmer when he was a boy, if you can believe it. I never could myself. He's useless with plants, for one thing. I remember my mother once asking his help with a sick rose vine. My mother oversaw the rose gardens personally. He touched it. No more than that. And it shed half its leaves like a dog with mange. She never asked for him to help with her roses again. He bought her another one, though. He carried it back from Denerim with the branches overflowing his saddlebag. Despite the thorns tearing him bloody, he wouldn't let anyone else take it. He wanted to be the one to present it to her. My father has his faults, Warden, but he is far from common.
Okay. Yeah, whatever. Okay.
Because he believes he is right, Warden. He thinks he is the only one who can see Ferelden out of its current crisis, even if it is one he helped engineer. My father is capable of remarkable blindness, but it stems from his love of Ferelden. That is the saddest part of all, I think.
Okay, let's just continue, shall we? Of course, gonna continue. But yeah, I do more of this kind of thing.
I'm not sure.
Oh yeah.
I had no inkling of my father's plans until Caleb was already dead. I would like to think that my father planned for the worst, but did not truly decide that Caleb was a lost cause until that moment in Ostagar. The alternative is difficult to imagine.
Like I said earlier, folks, thanks for watching, of course. Thanks so much for tuning in when it comes to these videos. Quite obviously, there's plenty to do here. And that's fine, I guess.
Trust would perhaps be putting it too strongly. My father knew what Howe was, and while I despised the man, I knew that father relied on his political mind. I expect my father thought himself above being influenced by the snake. Truly, I wonder how many of these acts stemmed from Howe and not my father at all. We may never know.
Yes, of course, all this is necessary. Very, very necessary.
I hope not, but I fear it is so, yes.
Okay, so there's that.
Then I wish you luck, Warden.
Yeah, what else do we have to do here? Let me see. What else do we have to do here? Okay. Whatnot. Let's just continue, shall we? Oh, yeah. Okay. Let's just go, I suppose. Let's just go.
So I'm guessing someone told Honora I was planning to steal her throne. She has a nasty glare. Did anyone mention this wasn't my idea? I think she's a great queen. As far as I'm concerned, she's welcome to it.
Howdy there, I guess. Howdy you. Oh, definitely.
Really?
Okay.
Whatever would give you that idea?
Howdy, howdy, howdy. Let's see here.
Well, it's nice that you think so. What do you think I should do? Go ahead and be king, just to let it happen?
Okay, sure. So there's that, I suppose. Okay.
I suppose I could always flip a coin. Got one handy? It's just that everything I've heard about Queen Honora is that she's the one who really ruled here, not Kaelin. She's smart, tough, determined. Well, I feel a bit like Kaelin's substitute. I think I'll be better off against the Darkspawn. All right, Alistair, enough whining. Thank you, Alistair. That's excellent advice. I'll do my best.
All right then. But whatever. Okay, whatever. Let's just go. Shall we? Oh yeah. Let's go.
About the whining? I know. Someone really needs to slap that one around. I haven't been here in a while. They've changed the dining room. Ask away.
I was watching, of course, I will leave a link down below for my second channel. Like I said, I will be talking about movies and such. And yes, of course, I will post a link down below for everyone as well. in the description box below if you want to see some video game type stuff, I guess. What was that?
Hello again, friend. It looks as though you're no worse for wear after your stay in Fort Draken. It's located just off the Market District in the northern alley past the Old Noble Tavern. I'll sketch out the code which will let you pass the lock wheel. Inside you can take your pick of whatever equipment remains. It is the stockpile the Wardens have kept for centuries for the defense of Denerim.
Okay. Whatever, sure.
We went through our joining together, more years ago than I like to remember. He was exactly the same back then, tough as stone and just as grizzled. I think he understood sooner than the rest of us how ugly a choice it is to let the few be sacrificed to protect the many. Always left himself a soft spot for his recruits, though. Only way he ever let himself down.
Okay, whatnot. But here we go, I suppose. Here we go.
Well, I'd be happy to tell you what I know, but it seems to me that you've picked the important parts up yourself. Be firm in your beliefs, protect people from their own ignorance, and be as loyal as you can to your brothers, even knowing you'll share their deaths.
You have to interact with some of these characters. There's like so many characters you do have to do this with.
It's tough to say. Only the fortress in Weishaupt has every record. But there are certainly a few dozen or hundreds in every nation in Thedas. The Anderfells are home to over 1,000. It's almost like the Archdemon chose Ferelden deliberately, knowing how unguarded it is.
Personally speaking, I don't mind doing this, talking with these characters and whatnot. I'm fine with it, I suppose. I'm probably fine with it.
Archdemons don't awaken on their own, you know. It takes the Darkspawn, tunneling and tunneling, searching for centuries to find one. And with no one to lead them, it must be sheer chance, or maybe instinct, which leads them. What's surprising isn't that it takes so long between blights. What's surprising is that they succeed at all. But I imagine the old gods call to them, and it's that voice in the darkness which drives them through so many generations. It was near 1,200 years ago, and no one knows for sure, except that it began with a group of Ander soldiers. Apparently they defected from their king's army, vowing that fighting the Blight was more important, and traveled all the way to Tevinter themselves. They were the first ones to track down the Archdemon Dumat, and the ones to slay him, although none survived the battle. But they had picked up followers by then, and it was they who formally founded the Order, and were recognized by Thedas. Once only, and I'd rather not go again. It's far, lass, and very foreign. The Wardens there, they fight Darkspawn like you and me, but they're shaped by the winters there and the forest. They're a cold group and don't care like they should about the rest of the world. Their king is weak, and many Anders look to the Wardens to rule. I hate to say this, but some of them seem to want it that way. The important thing to remember is, none of that matters. When you're facing Darkspawn, all you need to know is to stop them at all costs.
Warden, let me know if there's any assistance I can give you. We have much to do and little time. We need to do all that we can in the few days left to us before the lands meet.
If one more servant asks if I would like a change of clothes, I will set the house on fire.
What comes, my friend?
You return. Is there something you wish to discuss? Then I...
My lady, she will be forever her.
Everything in here appears to be breakable. It seems most impractical.
Indeed.
Yes.
Turn your attention elsewhere. My business does not concern you. Thank you and farewell.
Did you bring more scales? I want to try again. I've learned so much.
Wade, please leave the customer alone. How can I help you? Certainly.
It must have been very difficult for you and your mother, Morrigan,
I'm
to
here.
live always hiding from the Chantry and its hunters.
Your pitying tone is as unwelcome as it is unnecessary, old woman. There was nothing difficult about our lives in the slightest.
But surely you must have drawn notice from time to time. No matter how powerful you claim to be, you would not wish the full attention of the Chantry.
Hunters did come into the wilds from time to time. They did not leave.
And the interest of the Chantry was never aroused. I find that difficult to believe.
I imagine you find many things difficult to believe. Your own preference for the leash you wear, for instance.
There are good reasons for the world to fear mages, even despite our best intentions.
Your best intentions, perhaps. Their fear concerns me not at all.
Don't stare at me, Joe. I can have my father send you south to fight Darkspawn, you know.
You're back. You need something? Oh, yes, yes. Look over here.
Yes, like I was saying way earlier in the video, folks, I do think the voice acting is actually quite good here. The voice acting is actually not too shabby. Which is completely fine, because just because it's a video game shouldn't stop it from having decent voice acting. At least I don't think so anyway. That's just me though. That's just what I think, I suppose. I do believe that this should be taken seriously enough for this kind of a thing. Obviously. Just because it's a video game does not mean it can have good voice acting. Okay, I'm just saying that. I'm just saying. That's all I'm just saying. Whatever. Whatever, suppose. But yeah, let's just continue onward. I reckon so. I'm gonna have to upload something on this channel. I mean, for the people who are still subscribed to anyone. For anyone that's still subscribed to my channel, that is. Okay, let's look at the map, shall we? Of course. But yes, sorry. Okay, here we go. But yeah, here we go. Let's go through here, shall we? Let's just go through right over here and just continue off, of course. But yeah. Okay. Oh yeah. Okay. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Damn it. Let's see what. Go to this shit, right? Let's go to this fucking thing. Okay.
Prince Balin was cheated.
Okay.
Have you seen my lunch? It is a piece of lichen bread with a spread of old cheese and shredded dried meat. I'm only asking because you never know who's going to get hungry. Right. Best in the trade, you know. I work the ore myself.
You again. Here to buy something, or were you just thinking of wrecking another part of my shop? Of course. Keep in mind, we also take items on trade. You again. Here to buy something, or were you just thinking of wrecking another part of my shop? I stay out of politics. It's not good for a smith to get the attention of those who grant vendors licenses. They say Harriman's a fair man, and I'm proud he's my king. Things have calmed down with a firm hand on the throne again. Aye, for 100 generations. My father made his name by inventing a fall and tacit, which were integrated into the cuirass. But, I'm guessing by your face you're not a smith yourself. That she was. The best to walk these tunnels since Killerrodan himself. Threw it away, chasing old dreams, though. Didn't last 6 months as a noble before she set into the deep roads looking for ancient secrets. Now she's dead in the tunnels. All that brilliance, wasted. The best smith who ever lived, bar none. He gave us the secret of forging golems that could walk, talk, and defend our borders. When we had them, no dwarf had to risk himself against the Darkspawn. It was a golden age for the smith caste. His work was lost centuries ago when his tide fell to the Darkspawn. No one even knows where it is anymore. Didn't last 6 months as a noble. Now she's dead in the tunnels. You're welcome back if you... And you...
Orzammar may have a new king, but that don't keep the drunks from their ale. How can I help you? Stone bless and...
Long live King Harrimont.
Good day to you.
Here's
Oh,
another
stop.
30 years.
I think we should get
Get away! You'll change like the rest! Monsters hidden in all my friends! They follow you. Once you are in the story, they possess your friends and follow. See? I found copies. All from the same pen, and older than the ones in song. Dormant my arse! Take them! I want out! I won't disappear chasing a lie! I won't!
I think we should get free ale to celebrate the new stone.
I really
This
shouldn't
means
be doing
Caelan's
live
never
King
going to
Harrimont.
Greetings to you. Can you believe? Or how can I help you? Stone bless and...
May the Maker guide your way.
You're back. You got more business for me? Of course.
Yes.
Do you think the new king will throw some coins for good luck? Do you think the new king will throw some coins for good luck?